This is CBS.
Here's a bulletin from CBS News. The incident was this. 3 bullet shots were heard to ring out. Bullet wounds were seen to be in his...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this normal program with a news flash. Today, tragedy has struck at the EMI studios. Apparently, the normal camaraderie that occurs between Dave Seville and the Chipmunks has turned violent. We have this excerpt of an audio that was picked up during one of their recording sessions. Because of the graphic nature of this, only audio will be presented.
We can hardly stand the wait this Christmas, don't be late.
Alright, come on, let's go. We'll take it from the top, Dave. Like when there's an intermediate there. Alright, let's start with the music again.
Look, Dave, I've had it with you. We tried everything to get this record recorded. Every single time we start arguing about this, I'm really fed up with it.
Look, Alvin, I mean, if you're not happy, there's the door. Get out, okay? Because, I mean, we're here to make money, and we're not here to argue about what you want to be recorded on the record and what we know has to be recorded.
So that's the way it is, huh, Dave? It's either your way or the highway, huh?
Okay, listen, this is the control room. Let's cut out that arguing, alright? Let's get on back to recording. We gotta get this thing done. You know, we're on a tight schedule, Alvin. So let's just do it the way Dave says. Very good, Simon.
Naturally.
You were smooth, Theodore. Alvin, you were kind of flat. Watch it. Alvin?
Alvin! That takes care of you, Dave.
According to eyewitnesses, Alvin continually shot until all the bullets in his gun were gone. He's right now being incarcerated at the local county jail. If we get any new information, status of whether he's dead or not, we'll let you know.
Here's a bulletin from CBS News.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live talking with Alvin. They have placed him into a holding cell, and they aren't permitting us actually to take pictures. But I'm recording these conversations for the benefit of those who are interested in knowing Alvin's reasons. Alvin, this is David Carter for CBS News. Can you tell us, please, why did you do this? Why did you shoot at Dave Seville?
Hey, get that microphone out of my face. I am not answering any questions until I have my attorney here.
Come on now, Alvin. That's not a legitimate reason. You gotta give us more facts. What is this all about? I mean, did you guys just have some kind of a constant bickering problem, or is it just spur of the moment feeling that you just hated his guts and didn't want to be around him anymore? What's the point of it all?
Did you hear me? Get that microphone out of my face!
Well, folks, I don't know what else to tell you. It sounds like to me that Alvin is just being uncooperative. The police department have told me as well that they've asked him several questions, and he's saying the same thing. He don't want to talk to nobody. He ain't going to talk to anybody until he gets his lawyer.
Look, pal, I've told you before. I ain't talking to nobody until my lawyer tells me to.
Well, we'll keep on top of this, and possibly later on we may be able to talk with Simon and Theodore about possibly what they saw coming at the moment that he shot the fatal shots at Dave. At least at this point, we don't know if he will survive, if he'll be able to get through this massive surgery that the doctors are saying that he's going to have to undergo. But we'll keep you updated. We'll take it right now back to New York studios and Walter Cronkite. Walter?
Yeah, so just take a hike.
Oh, here comes the doctor. Just a moment. Doctor, how is Dave? Is he going to make it?
Yes, his vital signs are very good. We have very high hopes that Dave will make a full recovery. I've got to get back in.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard it live. His doctors are saying that apparently Dave isn't severely injured to the point that it was a life-threatening event. He has quite a long ways to go, we know, but this is very encouraging news to anyone who is fans of the Alvin and the Chipmunks group, that their band leader, Dave Seville, is apparently going to make a full recovery. If and when the opportunity arises, Walter, we will come back here live and try to get an interview with Dave if and when he comes out of surgery and he's able to talk with us. This is David Carter for WCBS, and we're in Hollywood, California at the present time to do an interview today with Dave Seville. He's the band leader of the Alvin and the Chipmunks, who in the past 3 to 4 days was severely injured, if not potentially almost shot to death by Alvin during one of the recording sessions during Christmas Day in the EMI studios. When this story broke, we found out that the studio recording engineer had accidentally continued recording the segments without shutting the recorder off, and we were able to get those fatal moments when Alvin had the confrontation with Dave and shot him. We've been told now by the doctors that he is well enough to do an interview with us. To be understood, he is probably not going to be able to answer too many questions, but they're saying that he is conscious, and he has been willing now to have a brief interview with us, with CBS, and we're going in to talk with Dave at this present time. So please stand by. We will go inside with the equipment, and we'll be right back with you again. Dave, my name is David Carter. I work for CBS News out of New York for WCBS. We're really, really sorry to hear that this tragedy has happened to you, of all people, because whenever we hear you on these records, you and Alvin and Simon and Theodore all seem to be so happy. And I know that it's a part of your job to have these outbursts, towards Alvin because it makes it funnier. But we never knew that behind the scenes there was really this hatred that was building up between you and Alvin. What is your opinion, Dave, as to why would Alvin do something like this? What was your opinions about that?
Well, I can't say. I'm trying as hard as I can right now to make this interview. It really hurts, in my chest area. But I can tell you honestly, I cannot believe Alvin would do this to me. It doesn't make sense to think about it. We were having such a good time doing the recording, and then he started up about this totally unexpected argument about us not getting along, and the recording wasn't going the way he hoped it would, and he wasn't getting to say the things he wanted to in the record, and we were already behind schedule on the recording anyway, and I kept saying to him, look, Alvin, there's nothing else I can do. I mean, if you're not happy, you should just hit the road. I was mad already at Alvin, but I was mad at everybody at the recording studio. We have a hard type of job, It's very stressful, and you've got so much time that you have to record this and get it out. And we didn't know what we were going to do with getting it done if Alvin wasn't happy with what we were trying to do. And then he pulled the gun. I just could not believe it. I tried to duck, and he did it at the worst moment. I was just screaming like we normally do, and then the gunshots came out. You know, I was just shocked. I mean, and then I knew I'd been hurt really bad, and I went to the ground, and there was Alvin continually shooting at me, and I was immobilized. By then I was unconscious.
You know, Dave, we've talked to Simon, we've talked to Theodore, and the answers that we're getting from both, surprising as it is that apparently Alvin wasn't really upset by anything. They couldn't detect that he was mad multiple sessions before. It's just kind of like it surprised them that he would lash out and start shooting at you like this. Doesn't make sense to anybody. And Alvin, I interviewed him earlier, you know, Dave, this week, and he is adamant to say that he doesn't want to talk about the incident with anybody until his attorney did show up, and the attorney said, we're not answering any questions, so no one ever got a chance to talk to anybody, really. Not to Alvin, not to the attorney. Police ushered us out, you know, so now we still have no facts from him telling his side of the story. But Dave, really, on behalf of CBS and on the behalf of our nation, I mean, there's millions of children, Dave, who are just praying for you, and we're getting reports that children are writing letters in school to you of get well soon, and just want you to know that what you've been through, you've got loyal fans of millions of children out there who are right now writing to you and offering get well soon wishes, and you know that'll be an encouragement, I know, for you.
Yes, it is. It's good to know that what we've done in the recordings of Alvin and the Chipmunks has been such a blessing to so many children, to little girls, to little boys in America. To all of them, I'd say thank you so much for thinking of me, and I know that I have a long way to go, but I'm never going to stop doing these recordings, because even if we got somebody else to play Alvin, it would never be that same camaraderie. But I do thank you on behalf of Theodore and Simon and me, that we have fans throughout the world who care about us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave. I'm going to leave you now because I know you need to get some rest. Walter, there's not much more to report at the present time. We still have no facts from the attorneys or Alvin himself. If we get any new information, we'll come back. But for now, I'm turning it back over to you in New York, Walter.
Look, pal, I know I've got fans, and all I'm going to say is this. Dave just drew over the line. When we came in, he was already complaining, and he was in my face screaming about we've got to do this recording session on time, and there's no other way to do it except to be the way he wants
Come on now, Alvin. That's still not an answer, though. I mean, you had to have some sort of a psychopathic need to lunge out at Dave like that, to shoot him. I mean, not just once, you shot him multiple times. I mean, doesn't that show precognition? You preordained to do this. I mean, you knew you were going to shoot Dave. You had the gun somewhere on the premises of EMI when you did this, and
This is CBS.